Good evening, this is DCNT English News Edition, and you're watching with me, Ngoy Kim Khong Sai. First, the headlines. Delhi High Court directs SSC to consider holding examination center in hill districts of Manipur. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao 10-year celebration kicks off in Churchampur and Kangpokpi. News in detail. The High Court of Delhi has directed Staff Selections Commission (SSC) to consider holding all competitive and recruitment-related examinations in the hill districts of Manipur, including Churchampur district. It also directed SSC to consider the affidavit filed by Kuki civil bodies as well as the assessment report that is stated to have been furnished to SSC and take an informed decision regarding holding of the examinations in the district in questions. In a writ petitions filed by the Kuki Students Organization (KSO) regarding examination centers in hill districts, the court directed that if the SSC is of the view that the examinations cannot be held in the given center, it would ensure that an alternative arrangement is met and information regarding the same is disseminated well in time. The bench of Acting Chief Justice Vibhu Pakru and Justice Tushar Rao Gadila took up the matter and passed on order on January 15, 2025. The petitioner KSO has filed the present petition, inter alia, praying that directions be issued to the Staff Selections Commission (SSC) to reinstate Churchampur, Manipur as an examination venue for recruitment examinations conducted by the commissions as scheduled in the present academic year and for the upcoming examinations in the forthcoming academic years. Staff Selections Commission (SSC) has suspended holding examinations in Churchampur, Manipur on account of security concern. The questions essentially relates to whether the security concerns have been fully addressed to hold examinations in the same location. SSC has submitted to the court that it was keen to hold the examinations at the state center but had refrained from doing so on account of security concern. The court had noted that the aforesaid contentions and had directed SSC to carry out an updated assessment and file a first status report. In this case, the counsel for the petitioner and the state of Manipur have assured and undertaken to the court that all cooperation should be extended to the SSC team in holding examinations at Churchampur. The statements made by counsel for the petitioner and the state of Manipur were taken on record. In view of the above, the court had closed the petitions and pending applications has also been disposed of. The 10-year celebrations of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao (BBBP) kick off on Wednesday at the district headquarters of Kangpokpi and Churchampur in Nagaland. The district administrations organized signature campaigns and pledges to end gender discriminations against the girl child. Deputy Commissioner of Churchampur, Darun Kumar S. IAS, along with ADC Thangboy Gangti and other DLOs, visited the district hospital in Churchampur and distributed gifts to newborn female children in celebration. In Kangpokpi district, Deputy Commissioner Mahesh Chowdhury, IAS, along with the district program officer and DLOs, also marked the occasion. The district program officer discussed the various activities under the scheme and their positive impact on overcoming gender bias and empowering girls' education. The DPO outlined several events for the week-long celebrations, including raising awareness about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, promoting menstrual hygiene, gender sensitization sessions, and plantation drive with forest officials. Additional activities will include co-curricular activities, co-curricular events, skill development workshop, career counseling in Kangpokpi, Modbung, and Taikul, and awareness sessions with the Department of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Officials emphasized the importance of collective efforts to achieve gender equality and empower women. They also announced that meritorious girls from class 10 and 12 ranked from 1 to 10 will be recognized at the 76th Republic Day celebration. A place was administered in the presence of Deputy Commissioner Mahesh Chaudhary, IAS, and DLOs. In a later address to Dr. S. Jaisankar, UNO Minister of External Affairs, Seiboy Tothang, the General Secretary of Kuki Students Organization, KSO, GHQ, has formally requested the establishment of a passport Seva Kendra in Churachandpur District, Manipur. The latter highlights the challenges faced by local residents, especially students and job aspirants who struggle to access essential passport services due to lack of local facility. Tothang stressed that the ethnic tensions between Imphal Valley and Churachandpur have severely restricted movement for the Kuki community, making travel to Imphal, where the nearest passport office is located, virtually impossible. The latter also brought attention to the ongoing issues of passport applications being detained at the Imphal passport office, urging the government to release these passports. He called for a much-needed passport Seva Kendra in Churachandpur to address the growing need for travel documentations and to ease the burdens of the community. An earthquake of magnitude 4.3 on the Richter scale struck Pherzawl district in Manipur on January 22, 2025 at 8:57 p.m. IST. According to preliminary reports, the earthquake occurred at a depth of 40 kilometers with its epicenter located at 24.61 north latitude and 93.14 east longitude. The tremors were felt across part of Manipur, though no immediate reports of casualties or major damage have been received. Local authorities are monitoring the situation closely and have urged residents to remain calm while taking necessary precautions. Residents in the affected areas are advised to stay alert and follow safety guidelines in the event of aftershocks. Further updates will be provided as more information becomes available. The 30th Battalion CRPF recently organized a civic actions program at El Hingzol village in Kangpopi district along National Highway 37. This event aimed to strengthen ties between the central forces and local communities. Commandant Sri Virender Kumar led the event as the chief guest, accompanied by 21/C Sri Madindra Singh, SC Sri Subir Kumar, and SC Sri Sunil Tamur. During the program, essential items like syntax, lamps, torches, and blankets were distributed to local residents. This initiative is part of the CRPF's effort to build relationships with local communities. Expressing strong disapproval to the appointment of Zone Guiding Ngamdi as the Deputy Director in charge of the Directorate of Tribal Affairs and Hills, Manipur, the Tribal Youth Council Manipur TYCM General Headquarters has called for immediate revocations of the state order. The TYCM in a press statement said that John Guiding Ngamdi, the Administrative Officer cum Research Officer of the Tribal Research Institute TRI, was appointed as the Deputy Director in charge of the Directorate of Tribal Affairs and Hills, Manipur, despite the acute manpower shortage in the Directorate and his failing to attend the office. This appointment is in addition to his existing duties made as a temporary arrangement given the acute shortage of manpower in the Directorate of the Tribal Affairs and Hills and to cope with the administrative exigencies of the department, the TYCM said. It is surprising how the department is assigning or adding additional duties to Zone Guiding Ngamdi despite his inability to maintain a physical presence and effectively perform his responsibilities at the Tribal Research Institute TRI office, the body added. The tribal body reported that the TRI office had not functioned effectively since May 3, 2023. It also stated that the director and the research officer cum administrative officer of the TRI have been operating from the Directorate of Tribal Affairs and Hills, thereby disrupting the operations of the TRI office and raising serious concerns about its ability to fulfill the mandate of serving the tribal communities effectively. Further, the tribal group recounted that during its inspections on December 17, 2024, accompanied by media persons, only 3 staff were present and no programs had been initiated since May 3, 2023. The offices of the Director and Research Officer cum Administrative Officer were also found locked, with staff reporting that the officers operate from the Directorate of Tribal Affairs and Hills and not the TRI office. The inspections further revealed the poor conditions of the TRI office, with animal waste scattered inside, highlighting the lack of maintenance and functionality. The TYCM further noted that it has submitted a representation to the Commissioner cum Secretary, Tribal Affairs and Hills Department and Government of Manipur on December 19, 2024, requesting the revocations or cancellations of this order. The body lamented the authorities' failure to ensure the physical presence of all TRI staff at the office, including the director, for effective functioning. The first International Thai Youth Festival witnessed a momentous occasion with the launch of the book Basic History of Multiracial Burma, Indianizations and Burmanizations by renowned Myanmar-based author Sai San Ak. The grand event held at Langi Gotapani Ketra brought together luminaries from various fields to celebrate the deep historical and cultural connections between India and Myanmar. Author Sai San Ak, present at the event, provided an insightful account of the ancient Hindu influences in Burma, modern-day Myanmar, tracing the enduring cultural bonds that have shaped both nations and millennia. He highlighted how these influences continue to resonate today, strengthening the shared heritage of the two countries. Dr. Sunil Mohanty, Assam Setra Prachar Pramukh RSS, and a distinguished scholar with a PhD in Southeast Asia Studies, elaborated on Bharat's ancient cultural and trade relations with Southeast Asia. He emphasized how India's rich legacy of scriptures, spirituality, art, and craftsmanship is still deeply ingrained in the region's cultural fabric. Speaking on the occasions, Assam's Minister of Transport and Indigenous Affairs, Jogan Mohan, praised the book as a significant intellectual contribution. He noted its potential to strengthen India's Act East policy by fostering a deeper understanding of historical and cultural ties. The event also featured Vijay Sharma of EBA's publishers, who expressed pride in bringing such an impactful work to readers. The release of Basic History of Multiracial Burma, Indianizations and Burmanizations marks a significant step in highlighting the intertwined histories of India and Myanmar, offering valuable insights into their shared legacy and fostering greater cultural connectivity. Janata Dal United has denied snapping ties with Bharatiya Janata Party BJP in Manipur minutes after his state Unite chief wrote a letter declaring withdrawal of support from the Saffron Party. In a clarifications, JDU National Spokesperson Rajiv Ranjan Prasad denied the reports of JDU withdrawing support from the BJP-led government in Manipur as baseless and misleading, and the state unit chief Xe Chimayum Biren Singh has been relieved of his position as he wrote later on his own. Rajiv Ranjan Prasad said the Manipur unit did not have any communications with the central leadership of the JDU before shooting the letter of withdrawing support from the BJP. JDU national spokesperson said this is misleading and baseless. The party has taken cognizance of this, and the president of Manipur unit of the party has been relieved of his position. Manipur unit did not have any communications with the central leadership. They were not taken into confidence. The Manipur JDU chief had written the letter on his own. Considering this as an act of indiscipline, actions has been taken against him and relief of his position, he said. Speaking of the JDU support to the BJP in Manipur, the party said it will continue to support the alliance even in future. The Nagaland government on Wednesday reiterated its demand to the center to review its decision on a 10-kilometer free movement regime (FMR) along the Indo-Myanmar border and the reimposition of the Protected Area Permit (PAP). Interacting with reporters, Minister and Government spokesperson KZ Kenya expressed the state's objections to the new FMR restrictions, which limit movement to the 10-kilometer radius along the border instead of the previous 16-kilometer. While we respect the government's security concerns, we believe that Nagaland's situation is unique and requires a different approach, he said. He added that the state has not yet received any official response from the center regarding its request for a review. Highlighting the unique historical and political context of Nagaland, Kenya stressed that the state's concerns should be considered in light of its distinct history and people. Nagaland is a political nerve center of the entire Northeast, and it serves as an epicenter for many aspects of life for the states and people in this region, he explained. While we empathize with neighboring states, Nagaland's history and concern must be understood and addressed accordingly, he added. Kenya pointed out that he is well aware of the region's historical context, particularly in the social-political sense we feel for the other regions around us. But Nagaland's situation is a completely different story. We hope that the center will take our sentiments into account and not dismiss them outright, he said. The FMR was introduced by India and Myanmar to facilitate cross-border trade and movement of people in areas along the border, allowing residents of the border districts in both countries to move freely within 16-kilometer radius of the border. However, the center's recent decision to limit this movement to a 10-kilometer radius has raised concern, particularly in Nagaland, where the border with Myanmar plays a crucial role in both economic and cultural exchanges. On the reimpositions of PAP, Kenya said that the state government had previously written to the center, urging them not to impose it. PAP, which had been in place for foreign nationals in Nagaland and other northeastern states since 1960s, as a security measure, was officially revoked on December 1, 2025. This allowed foreign nationals easier access to these states without a need for permits. However, in December 2024, the MHA reimposed PAP in Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram due to ongoing security concern. He pointed out that the Hornbill Festival, a significant tourist event, could be adversely affected by such restrictions, potentially diminishing the inflow of international tourists. Kenya emphasized that while security threats are acknowledged, the government should adopt an optimistic approach, avoiding further isolations of a particular region. He argued that fostering people-to-people contact is essential for the development of the region and the nation as a whole. At least 13 passengers of Mumbai-bound Spark Express who got off the train after an alarm chain pulling incident were run over by another train coming from the opposite directions of the adjacent tracks in Maharashtra, Jalgaon district Wednesday evening. 10 more passengers were injured, 4 of them critically. Jalgaon Guardian Minister Gulabrao Patil said the passengers, mostly from the general compartment, were spooked by a rumor that the train had caught fire and jumped out of the train. There was a train pulling incident that caused the train to come to an abrupt halt when the emergency brakes were applied. The friction from the brakes caused sparks to fly from the tracks. Passengers in the general compartment fearing the train had caught fire jumped from both exits. The Karnataka Express, traveling at over 130 km per hour from the opposite side on the adjacent tracks, ran over the passengers, resulting in the tragic loss of lives. The railways confirmed there was no fire. Confirming the deaths, Dr. Swapnil Nila, Chief Public Relations Officer (CPRO) of Central Railway, said Amidst a chain-pulling incident on the Pushpak Express, several passengers got off the train and were tragically struck by the passing Karnataka Express. The exact cause of the alarm chain-pulling is still being investigated. Jalgaon District Collector Ayush Prasad told the Indian Express that the dead include 9 men and 3 women. 3 of them were Nepal nationals. 6 bodies have been identified so far, including those of the Nepal citizens. He said the conditions of 4 of the 10 injured was critical. Officials say the incident took place around 5 p.m. near Bachao between Mahesi and Padhao stations. A senior railway official said visibility at the locations was significantly impaired by a curve in the tracks, while hindered both the locomotive driver and the passengers from seeing each other in time to avoid the incident. The Pushpak Express driver had activated the flasher lights as per protocol, which were noticed by the Karnataka Express driver, but due to the curvature of the tracks, could not apply the brakes in time. The driver of the Pushpak Express activated the flasher lights after stopping as required. The Karnataka Express driver saw the lights and applied brakes. However, the 2-degree curvature near the side obstructed visibility and reduced the braking distance. This curve also hindered passengers from seeing the approaching train. Despite the pilot's best effort, the collisions could not be avoided, the officials said. While the Pushpak Express was heading to Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus from Lucknow, the Karnataka Express was running between Bengaluru and New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condoled the deaths and wished speedy recovery to the injured. In a post on X, the Prime Minister's office quoted him as saying, "Anguished by the tragic accident on the railway tracks in Jalgaon, Maharashtra. I extend my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and pray for the speedy recovery of all the injured. Authorities are providing all possible assistance to those affected." Hezbollah top leader Sheikh Mohammed Ali Hamadi has reportedly been shot dead inside his home. The Jerusalem Post reported that the Hezbollah leader, most wanted by FBI, was shot dead by unknown gunmen. The Hezbollah leader was outside his home in the Bekaa Valley when unidentified gunmen arrived in 2 vehicles, opened fire on Hamadi, killing him on the spot. No group or individual has yet claimed responsibility for the attack. According to Federal Bureau of Investigations, Mohammed Ali Hamadi was indicted for his role and participation in the June 14, 1985 hijacking of a West German airplanes, which resulted in the assault on various passengers and crew members and the murder of 1 United States citizen. Hamadi is an alleged member of the terrorist organization Lebanese Hezbollah. He is thought to be in Lebanon. Rich Al-Nahar reported that the assassination was not political in nature and was instead motivated by a 4-year-old family feud. Sheikh Mohammed Ali Hamadi served as the commander of Hezbollah Western al-Baqqa region. Also read Israel, Hezbollah fighting stretches a ceasefire deal to the limit. According to local media reports, Lebanese authorities have opened a probe into the incident after suspicions of years-long family feud. Hezbollah has played a significant role in the recent Israel-Gaza conflict by launching a series of rocket attacks against Israeli targets in solidarity with Hamas, particularly following the outbreak of hostilities in October 2023. This prompted Israel to escalate its operations against Hezbollah, leading to heavy bombardments in southern Lebanon and the targeting of key Hezbollah leadership, which ultimately resulted in a Pherzawl ceasefire agreement brokered in November 2024. The Middle East conflict remains tense even in 2025, with a Pherzawl ceasefire between Israel and Hamas established on January 19 after over a year of violence. While the ceasefire has reduced immediate hostilities, Israel plans to maintain its military presence in Gaza and tensions persist over West Bank annexations. Internal Palestinian negotiations between Hamas and Fatah remain unresolved, adding to the uncertainty. Broader regional instability continues, with Syria's civil war creating a power vacuum and Iran's nuclear ambitions heightening tensions. Israeli strikes on Iranian proxies also risk escalating violence in Lebanon and Yemen, while geopolitical unrest threatens global energy markets and economic stability. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.